Huh? Is that on your phone? It's all good, brother. It's all good. I got that. It's all good, bro. Yeah, bro. It's all good, bro. Let's go. Ready?
Yeah.
Good? Shalom. All right, we had the Hebrew Israelites here to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom, to speak about the upliftment of the Heavenly Father's chosen people. Okay? Or the upliftment of Yahweh Shai, We're here to bring out the upliftment of Yahweh Shai, which is the only begotten Son of the Heavenly Father. Okay? Well, he's going to come and deliver his people. All right? So first and foremost, we're going to give all praises, glory, and honor
To Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushua, Ba'ashim, Ruach HaKodesh.
To the apostles and all these great strong salutations. Much of respect to you out there, pushing this word out to you sincerely. Yo, brother, done that. It's Sabbath now, so we've done that.
Oh.
No later. All right? So let's go.
Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 16. These 6 things doeth the Lord hate. Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him. A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood.
Man. Okay? These are the things, some of the things that the Lord hates. All right? But this is the point that I want to get. Go ahead.
A heart that deviseth wicked imagination. Feet that be swift into running to mischief. A false witness that speaketh lies. And he that soweth discord among brethren.
That's it. He that soweth discord among brethren. This is what Esau and Edom does. Micaiah, look up the word mischief. Okay? This is what he does all around the earth. He's done this to all different nations. He sowed discord. One of the main ways he did it in its recent time is based upon colorism. All right, that's what he did amongst all these nations. Have that caste in your culture now because of this devil. Okay, before it wasn't like that. Okay, go ahead, read. All of that. If you go anywhere in the earth right now, they all have a caste system based upon colorism. All of them, because of this so-called white man. It's the devil. He forced that in their mind to divide the people. Okay, so that they could make him feel like he's the top, although he's doing all this wickedness in the earth. Okay, go ahead, man. Read.
The word mischief?
Yeah, read that. Just go to 14.
This is the word mischief in the blue letter. It says bad, evil.
Right.
It says disagreeable, militant. It says bad, unpleasant, evil.
That's all he's thinking in his mind. He's thinking of doing evil constantly, man. Right? When he came to the Native Americans, did he come with good intentions? Well, we see the result. Right? Did he come with good intentions? No, they didn't come with good intentions. They came with wicked, evil intentions.
That's right.
All right? But they painted it as if they came with good intentions. You see how that works? Just like this whole Davos meeting. They're coming like they're trying to help the planet when they're trying to enslave these people, man. It's the same devil, the same operation. All right? All right? Go ahead, man. Let me get Psalms 64. Read.
Psalms 94 and 20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief?
And a lot of our people don't even see what we're saying. They can't see because they're not awake. They're sleeping, man. Go ahead, man.
Which frameth mischief by law.
Right.
By a law.
Which frame it right. Frame it. Well, read it again.
God. Psalms 94 and 20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee,
right,
which frameth mischief by a law.
Right. They made sure that they signed it into law, and they felt like these things justified them. That doesn't justify you in the sight of the Most High because you wrote it into your law. Yeah. What about the Most High's law? The Most High's law speak against stealing lands. Speak against shedding innocent blood, man, especially of his people. Okay, let me get Numbers the 35th chapter, man. Now, matter of fact, hold that Proverbs 14. Let's get 6 and 14. Let's get Numbers the 35. Go ahead.
Numbers 35 and verse 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are.
Right.
For blood it defileth the land.
See, this is what the Heavenly Father said. He said, don't pollute the land with blood. Let's go.
And the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein.
And there's all kind of blood that was shed here in all these lands that these devils took, right? Oh, in under the World Trade Center, they found out that there was all kind of like 20,000 slaves buried under there. 20,000 of our people. Okay, which they're Israelites. Their true name is they're Israelites, sons of God. You see, but they're buried under there. But they didn't mention that. They still built a tower over it, desecrating that gravesite, right? Trying to hide that truth. But the Lord is gonna reveal all these things, man. Go ahead.
And the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it.
Right. This is why this judgment is coming. Because according to the Most High's law, you can't do that and get away with it, man. All right? Give me another law. Give me about removing your neighbor's landmark. Give me that. What do you got?
This is Ezekiel 35 and verse 6. Therefore, as I live, said the Lord, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood.
Who's he speaking to? Who's he speaking to? Esau, Edom. Okay, well, we'll go to where it says that.
This is, I'm going to jump up to verse 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir.
Now, Mount Seir is where the Edomites dwell. Okay? And the Edomite, their descendants are ruling the earth right now. Okay? The so-called white people. Go ahead.
And prophesy against it. It says, and say thou unto it, thus said the Lord power, behold, on Mount Seir I am against thee.
Right.
And I will stretch out mine hand against thee.
The Lord, the Heavenly Father, is against you, Edomites, man. He's not with you. He's against you. Go ahead.
And I will stretch out my hand against thee and make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and shalt know that I am the Lord, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, and at the time when their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, said the Lord power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
So this is the judgment for all the blood that they shed. Okay, so there's a judgment for that. All right? You got that? We got for the neighbor's landmark?
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 27, and verse 17. Cursed be he that removeth his neighbor's landmark. And all the people shall say, Amen.
That's it. Cursed be he that removeth his neighbor's landmark. And what did he do? How did he get Canada? How did he get America? How did he get Australia? Go ahead.
Deuteronomy 19 and 14. Thou shalt not remove thy neighbor's landmark, which they of old time have set in thine inheritance.
Right, that's it.
Which thou shalt inherit in the land that the Lord thy power giveth thee to possess it.
That's it. Okay. Jump in. Go ahead.
Psalms 49 and 11. Their inward thoughts is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their land after their own names.
Right, to what? In Hebrew. But anyways, what? Hold on. Read that.
This is Proverbs 6 and verse 14. Forwardness is in his heart.
Right.
He deviseth mischief continually.
That constantly in their mind is mischief. It's to do evil. Well, it says that they don't sleep unless they cause something to fall, man. All right, so this is why this is constant mischief being done around the earth, man. Okay, well, you can get me Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter. Okay. What?
He deviseth mischief continually.
He find there first. Give me that.
He soweth discord.
Soweth discord, man, amongst brethren, even amongst the tribes, right? You got this Judah, right, versus even Benjamin and Levi, be going at it. Okay? Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So then, and then on top of that, you got the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom. Right. They made sure to separate them. Okay? Heavily. They even have particular laws where they would change Native Americans, like that were like darker skin, they would change their certificate to black, right? Color or black, right? So they would make them as Negro, right? But they're really so-called indigenous. Okay, so what? They wouldn't get the rights to the land. Wow. You see what I'm saying to you? Or the different breaks and things that they would get. See, so that was the type of discord these devils were doing. All right, and they never stopped showing discord amongst our people. Right? What?
Therefore shall his calamity come suddenly. Suddenly shall he be broken without remedy.
Right, and he's going to be broken down, man. All this, these lies and things are going to have to come up to the forefront, man. You had something, right? Right now.
This is the book of Proverbs 26 and 24. Yeah. He that hateth dissembleth with his lips, and layeth up deceit within him.
Right. That's it. Right. It's based upon his words. Like the whole thing with the whole Rwanda thing. That was Esau who started that. That Rwanda, Hotel Rwanda situation. And I remember seeing that when I was a kid, I was horrified at that. That was the most grimy thing I ever seen in my life. All right, but you find out the so-called white man was behind that. These Belgians. The Belgians was behind that shit. Okay, because what they did was they sowed discord between those two tribes, right? By putting up the Tutsis and saying, "Oh, you're more like us," and Ray, gave them all kind of benefits. All right, while they made sure that they put down those Hutu and shit, or whatever the case may be. All right, but it might have been the other way around. Okay, but either way, that's what they did. Matter of fact, I have an article here that I wanted to pull up. I'm going to read it, man. I'm going to read what they say. Give me a second. Read that.
All right, I got it. Go ahead. This is Job 24:2. Some remove the landmarks. They violently take away flocks and feed thereof. They drive away the ass of the fatherless. They take away the widow's ox for a pledge. Right? So in other words, they take away people's resources. They remove the landmarks. They take their land, they take their resources. Verse 4, they turn the needy out of the way. The poor of the earth hide themselves together.
Right. So I want to read this. This is from on.seattlepi.com. It says European colonialism had a drastic impact in Rwanda, with consequences lasting long after its independence in 1962. Formal colonization of Rwanda began in 1884 when Germany took control of the region in 1919. Belgium inherited the colony as part of a League of Nations mandate, which partitioned German territories after World War I. Belgian colonizers initiated more direct control in Rwanda, maintaining an existing political system which allowed native monarchs to rule over the local populace. This system intensified ethnic divisions. You see what I'm saying? This system, right? Let me read that again. It said this system, this policy intensified ethnic divisions and fueled conflict that lasted into the 1990s, which was what? That whole Hotel Rwanda thing. See? So these devils, they started that, man. They started that, man. Okay? Hey, read that in Ecclesiasticus 12, man.
This is Ecclesiasticus 12. I'm going to start at 16. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee in the pit.
Right.
He will weep with his eyes.
Right, so they were speaking nice, like they wanted to help them and to build their economy, but they never want to help. All right, they're in Haiti right now. They're not there to help. They're there to steal. That's why them people are protesting, man. They know what they're up there doing, man. Okay, go ahead.
Jump in.
Go ahead.
John 10:10. The thief cometh not, but for to steal and to kill and to destroy.
Right.
I am come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly.
Right. That's why the scriptures say that the tabernacles of hypocrites shall be disannulled, because these devils are a bunch of hypocrites. They'll be talking about immigration problem, but you're the problem. Sure. You're the top problem. Go ahead, man.
Back to Ecclesiasticus 12:16. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee in a pit.
Yeah.
He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first.
Well, that's it. And now we're looking at the evidence, and we see it was him that was behind these things. Okay? Like I told you, man, it was the Belgian that was behind that whole shit. Okay? But then when you look at the movie, they didn't mention the Belgian. They didn't mention Belgian, You know what I'm saying? They didn't mention none of these devils, man. Go ahead, man.
It says, if adversity come
Oh,
upon...
and they did the same thing in India too. Okay, they created a caste system based upon color. Saying, okay, these people are closer to us, so we're going to give them benefits. So that's why the people that even now they bleach their damn skin. Okay, it's the same shit in Jamaica. They do the same thing.
In Haiti too.
In Haiti, the same thing, bro. And West Africa, the same damn thing. It's all around the earth they did this, man. They didn't just do this in one place. This is a global system that they created, man. Go ahead, man.
It says, if adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first.
Right.
And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine
They're
thee.
never there to help. They're never ever there to help. Like I said, they're in Haiti right now. Are they there to help? They're not there to help. They're there to steal, man. You find all the wickedness that the Hillary, what's that? The Clinton Corporation did, stealing children. All right, sacrificing, doing all kind of wicked stuff. But then that doesn't come out in the news. But then they got all kind of news episodes about R. Kelly, man.
Sure.
Right? But then Epstein doesn't get no, the island of death. No, there's no documentary on that, man. Okay? How they taking adrenochrome, making sure people are scared while they're torturing them, and then they're draining the blood. You see? So these are the things that these devils do behind closed doors. But then they'll arrest somebody for doing a way lesser thing than that.
Psalm 36 and 4. He divides mischief upon his bed. He sitteth himself in a way that is not good. He abhorred not evil.
Right, he abhorred not evil. He loves evil. Okay? But who got Psalm 64? Who got Psalm 64?
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 64, and verse 2. And it reads, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked,
Right.
from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity,
Yep.
who wet their tongue like
Because
a
they do these things in secret. They have their little secret meetings to come up with these things. What?
who wet their tongue like a sword, and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him, and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them?
Right, like even it's all kind. Everywhere you look in this place, there's all kind of snares for the people, right? Like even with the immigration thing, right? For the Issacharites, which is right next to them, it should be easy for them to just do a thing to get there legally, right? But they set it up where you have to own property. You have to have work for 6 months, but it has to be based upon it has to be recognized by the government. See, a lot of those people, they live in villages where they built their own houses, right? And they you know what I'm saying? And they work for cash and things like that, right? So they don't have any documented, oh, this is my house, because their address is not recognized by the government.
Yeah, like
You see what I'm saying? So there's no way for them to come to that part. You see? So they set it up that way. That's why Esau did it that way. Okay? So now that's a snare right there. So now you illegal. Well, you can make it easy for them to come here legally. You know? But you see, every aspect of this devil society is a snare. It's a trap. What you got?
Isaiah 10 and 1.
Verse 6. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of
You
them.
brothers see a chariot. I look up these brothers looking at the chariot.
No, but
It's
it's
an
there.
actual airplane. You see the
no, it's there. What is that up there?
I don't know.
Is it moving? It's always every time we come to camp, it's there. It's not
Yeah,
moving.
but we don't know. We don't know what it
You
is.
see it? You see it though.
But until I see some movement, until I see some movement, I don't know. I gotta see some movement. Anyways, go ahead, bro.
All right. It reads on, verse 6. Psalm 64 and 6. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep.
Yeah, they think deep upon these things, man. They're not just on the surface level. They're thinking 100 years ahead. They're thinking 50 years ahead. All right, that's how these devils think, man. What you got?
Isaiah 10 and 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decree.
That's right.
And
They're
that
talking
right
about
grief.
the 2030 initiative, right? They're thinking about 2030, 2050. This is the mindset of these devils. They think they're going to be ruling that long. Your devils ain't going to 2050, man. Let me tell you that, man. The Most High is going to take you devils out right now. He's taking you out right now. Okay? The society's collapsing right now. These elites think it's them, but it's really the Most High using them to collapse this place, man. All right? You see what happened with Bank of America? We've been telling you, man, the system is going to crash, man. You people are going to learn, man. Okay? People are gonna flip and learn, and he's no, where my money at? No, first of all, you're what do you call it? An unprotected, unsecured creditor to these banks. Stupid. Go ahead,
I
man.
mean, you say Bolt said he had like 12,000.
Yeah. He's just as broke as us now. He should come do some deliveries, man. But that proves that. Holla at me. I got you. But at the end of the day, man. But that's the curses, man. Curse shall not be when thou goest in. Curse shall not be when thou goest out, man. You see what I'm saying? So you jakes, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro. You jakes are under curses. You jakes don't get it. Oh, go ahead, bro.
Isaiah 47:7. And thus said, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou this not lay this thing to thy heart, neither disremember the latter end of it.
Right. Because they don't remember the end that's coming. They don't remember the judgment to come. See, Esau thought, what it says, I was as one as thyself. He thought the Most High was with him. The Most High ain't with you, man.
That's right.
Okay, the Most High's getting ready to take you out, man. All right? Go ahead. Real quick, bring it out.
Job 14:5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
That's right.
That's it. So there's a particular day when these Edomites are going to be taken out of power because they were put in power for a purpose. All right? Give me Proverbs 16:4. Okay?
This is Proverbs chapter 16, verse 4.
Yeah, go ahead.
Proverbs 16 and verse 4. The Lord hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil.
He made these Edomites for the day of evil.
That's
man.
right.
For the judgment to come, man.
Right.
That's why you hear in the Davos meeting, they're speaking about a poly crisis. What is that? That's multiple judgments. Matter of fact, look up the word crisis in the etymology, man. Okay, they said poly crisis. They said there's multiple crises. And get me Amos the 5th chapter, man. What we've been telling these people. They're gonna feel it, okay? And they're gonna remember the prophet. Right?
That's right.
Pick it up. What's Amos? You got something?
I got Psalm 91.
Huh?
Psalm 91.
Bring it out. Bring it out.
Surely he shall deliver me from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler.
Right, so the elect is going to be protected from these different things that's getting ready to come, but these things are going to come and it's going to be to judge these people. Okay, go ahead.
Thou shalt not be afraid from the terror by night, nor from the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that worketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasted at noonday.
That's right. Go ahead.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 5, and verse 18. Woe, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light.
That's right.
As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him.
Meaning what? You're going to run from one calamity to another. It's going to be all sides is going to be judgment. Go ahead.
Or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him.
Right. Keep going.
Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it?
Well, that's it, man. All right. So in other words, these people are going to be confused. They're not going to know what to do, man. All right. They're going to be completely lost, man. Okay. They're going to be trying to find answers, man, in that day, man. You know, like even they said it at the meeting. They said that there's people are hungry for the truth. You know, they said that, but they're speaking about their wicked truth. But people are actually hungry for the truth. Their truth is not really true. When you read Psalms 144, it says their right hand is the right hand of falsehoods, right? Okay? But they're going to be hungry for the truth, the real truth, right? Okay? Give me Amos. Get 11. All right, what you got?
The book of Isaiah 47 and 11.
Right.
Therefore shall evil come upon thee. Thou shalt not know from whence
Well,
it
they're going to find out when the banks, because the Bank of America, that was just the beginning. The Bank of America was just the beginning. When all these banks start to crash and take their money, because they can legally just take their money and use it for debt. They don't even know that. This is how this wicked system is set up. But now it's about to crumble. All right. So when these people can't get food, all the game playing and the joking is not going to be here. There's going to be a lot of tears and a lot of, oh, what am I going to do? Right? You see what I'm saying? And a lot of them school books that they got, they're going to eat that. They're gonna put
That's
some
right.
hot sauce on it.
That's
and fucking
right.
Eat it, man.
That's right.
Go ahead. So like they might actually give you the chip as an option, as salvation, in the sense of
No, they're not. It's not might. They are going to give you the chip.
Yeah.
They are going to bring that into salvation eventually.
Yeah. We'll give you the chip and we'll erase your debt. You know?
They come with all kind of things. But they're definitely going to use that as the salvation mechanism.
That's right. That's right.
Therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know.
That's it. It's going to come hit these people suddenly because they're sleeping. They're not watching. You know what I mean? So they're sleeping. Think they're not really seeing what's going on, man. All right? Even these guys that speak about this and that, these guys that are actually watching to some degree, they think, oh, maybe it might bounce back.
Yeah.
Because they don't understand the prophecies, man. Okay? Get me, what was I thinking? Read that.
This is 2nd Ezra 16 and verse 37. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son. Within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb.
Right, so at the beginning, right, it's far apart. The pains are far apart, right? It might be like once every 2 hours or whatever. You know what I mean? But the closer the baby comes, the more the pains come closer, right? So it might be every 5 minutes than every minute. Okay, so we're at the time where these pains, these destructions are closer and closer. Very, very close together. Go ahead.
Which pains, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment.
Right.
Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon earth, and the world shall mourn and sorrow.
Go ahead. Now the pains, I just want to say this, the child being born represents Yahweh Shai coming back. Okay? So when all these things are happening before Yahweh Shai comes back. Go read up one verse.
Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth.
We'll go up another verse.
Verse 38. As when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb.
Like I said, the child represents Yahweh Shai coming back and delivering the elect. Go ahead, read
This
that.
is Isaiah 9 and 6. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder.
Right. So when he comes back, guess what? He's going to take over this earth, and he's going to be the ruler of the planet. Okay, with the elect of our people being joint ears with him. Go ahead.
And his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty Power, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace.
That's it. That's Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
So this is Matthew 24, verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world?
Right. So there's a lot of different signs, and one of those, and the signs basically are these troubles that we're reading about. Okay, that's to know that we're at the end, man. Troubles on every side, man. Go ahead.
Going back to 2nd Ezra 16 and verse 38. As when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, which pains, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Even so shall not the plague be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrows shall come upon it on every side.
That's right. That's right. On every side. Meaning what? That's what the polycrisis. Now, did you find that word? Yeah. Look it up.
This is the word crisis in the etymology online. It says the decisive point in the progress of a disease. It says also vitally important or decisive state of
You
things.
looking at the etymology?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna jump down. We can get a better. I'm gonna jump down. It says, used as such by hypocrites and Galens, literally judgment.
Literally what?
Literally judgment.
Right. So the word crisis literally means judgment. So polycrisis means poly judgments. From who? The Heavenly Father, man. See, most of these people didn't look, they didn't even look at, don't even know what was going on at the Davos meeting. They didn't look at that. All right, they weren't interested in that. But all that is going to affect your life.
That's right.
All right. But you walk out of darkness as well. I got it right here.
This is the book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5
Yeah.
and verse 2. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them.
Right, like that devil Claude Sharp said, oh, they think it's going to go back to the good old world. That is fiction. What did he say? That is fiction, right? He said that was fiction, man. All right? He said that was madness. All right? So we know that already. But these average people, they're still hoping for it to come. It's not coming. It's going to get a lot worse, man. Okay? We've been showing you this, man. Judgments is coming. The Lord is angry with these people, man. All right? The alphabet community, all these things that these devils are pushing in the earth is against the Heavenly Father, man.
That's right.
Okay? Feminism, all right? Oh, his people on the bottom. That's a transgression in itself. The fact that we're in the position we're in and these devils are ruling, that's a transgression in itself. Destroying the earth. Okay? Go ahead, man.
For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them,
Yeah.
as travail upon a woman with child.
Because what are they pushing forth? They're pushing forth to destroy the majority of people. That's Satanism for you. All right? That's what they want, because they don't care about people. They have something called the cremation of care. Right? So how are these good people? These are the devil.
That's right.
All right? These are wicked, evil beings, man. See, even the Most High, he has care for his creatures, man.
That's right. That's right.
Even Esau had some type of mercy. Even this devil has some type of mercy. Has he not been ruling for over, how long has he been ruling? 500 plus years. The Lord allowed him to get a chance to get right.
Yeah,
Although he knew they weren't going to get right. Right?
It's true, huh?
Go ahead, man.
Real quick. This is the book of Isaiah.
So that's mercy right there. You can't say the Most High is not fair.
That's right.
You can't say
That's
that,
right.
man.
He's fair.
He's super fair.
Super
man.
fair.
Okay? But you see, because you devils are so wicked, you're going to be destroyed, man. There's no hope for you, man. Don't think you're going to repent or you're going to turn back. No, you've done too much. All right? And these Edomites ain't going to repent anyway. Okay?
Jump in.
Go ahead. Go.
This is Isaiah 26 and 10. Let favor be shown to the wicked.
Right.
Yet will he not learn righteousness.
Right, so favor is being shown to him. Is he learning righteousness? Is he helping the earth? No, he's destroying the earth. Okay, he's destroying the people. Give me Proverbs 29, man. Go ahead.
Genesis 4.
Hold on. What's up, bro? Hold on.
In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly, and will not behold the majesty of the Lord.
And right, and he's dealing unjustly. Even in the land of Israel, what is he? He's going extra hard with wickedness in the Holy Land. Showing you those are not the people, man. Those are not the people of God. Do the people of God, would they be dancing like Ring Around the Rosie? You think God would chose a people and their dance moves is this? Are you flipping serious, man? They have no flavor, they have no talent. Are you joking, man? We're the sons of God, man.
That's right.
Okay? The so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man.
That's right.
The Most High's people got a special spirit in them, man.
Bring it out,
They're
bring it out.
representations of him.
That's right.
That's right.
What do you think this is, man? Go ahead, man. Who's reading? Go ahead.
Proverbs 29.
It's on the same scripture, another one. Go ahead.
Proverbs 29 and verse 2. When the righteous are in authority,
When the righteous are in authority, who is the righteous? We're the righteous. The Israelites are the righteous, man. This is why we're pushing forth God's laws, God's commandments, His ways. Go ahead.
the people rejoice.
And the people are going to rejoice when we're in power, man. Go ahead, man.
But when the wicked bears rule,
Right?
the people mourn.
When the wicked are in power, these Edomites, what's going on with these people? They're depressed. They're all messed up in the head. You got preteens and elementary students that are depressed, deleting themselves. That shows you how wicked and dark this world is, man.
Okay.
hold on, he got something.
Real quick, this is the book of Wisdom of Solomon 6:1. Hear therefore, O ye kings, and understand. Learn ye that be judges of the ends of the earth. Give ear, you that rule the people, and glory in the multitude of nations. For power is given you of the Lord, and sovereignty from the highest, who shall try your works and search out your counsels. Because, being ministers of his kingdom, you have not judged the right.
Right. So the Lord said, listen, man, you run the earth. I gave you the power of the earth, and you have not judged right. You've judged wickedly. So the Lord is searching out these devil's works in the earth. Go ahead.
Nor kept the law, nor walked after the counsel of the Most High. Horribly and speedily shall he come upon you, for a sharp judgment shall be to them that be in high places.
That's right.
Yep, that's right. Right, and Esau is the one that runs the earth right. That's the king of Babylon. Okay, go ahead.
For mercy will soon pardon the meanest, but mighty man shall be mightily tormented. For he which
The
is
meanest meaning the lower. Okay, the meek. Go ahead.
For he which is Lord over all shall fear no man's person, neither shall he stand in awe of any man's greatness, for he hath made the small and great and cares for all alike.
That's it. Right. The Most High, listen, the Most High had mercy even on these devils. Okay, the fact that you're going to be burnt up and exterminated after a time, that's mercy. You don't have to continue to go through that forever and ever and ever. Okay, so you should be thankful, man. All right.
But a sore trial shall come upon the mighty.
Right. Because if it was an Edomite, oh man, it's ugly, man. You can't even say that.
But
Let's say if Esau had that power, he would make people burn forever for the liberals crime. Okay, because that's just how Esau is. Draco. Right.
even the fact that they're going to be slave in the kingdom, that show mercy.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, that's the punishment time of it. But I mean, the fact that they're going to be done away with after, they're going to have no fun in that. They're going to have no rest. The fact that you could observe the Sabbath, you can look at that as mercy.
Yeah.
But I plan on putting scorpions in their room while Sabbath, right before the sun goes down. Have ham, have some Kushites. Put some scorpions in their rooms, man. Okay? Go ahead, because they didn't have no mercy.
Even being a slave in the kingdom of heaven is more mercy than burning forever. So
that's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say.
Right. According to the Catholic doctrine. Right. But that's just ridiculous. That's ridiculous, man. Go ahead.
This is Ecclesiasticus 10 and verse 3. An unwise king destroyeth his people, but to the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited.
Right. The unwise king destroyeth his people. All right? Because Esau's unwise. If he was wise, he wouldn't be polluting the water, polluting the air. Okay?
Sure.
You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
Putting heavy metals in the cereal. He wouldn't be doing that, man. If he was wise. Okay? Go ahead.
Genesis 4 and 6. And the Lord said unto Cain, why art thou wroth? And why is thy countenance fallen?
Because the people build up the society, right? If all your people are retarded and stupid and dumbed down, right? Got autism. How's the society supposed to build beyond a high level? You know, you're supposed to have these top scientists, top this and that, but you have the people all messed up in it. Go ahead.
If thou doest well, shalt thou not be accepted. And if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door, and unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him.
That's it. Okay, so these Edomites, that's their desire. Their desire is to sin. Right? They're not tied to righteousness. They don't vibe with the scriptures. Okay? That's something else for it.
Second Ezra 11 and 41. For the earth hast thou not judged with the truth. For thou hast afflicted the meek, and thou hast hurt the peaceable. Thou hast loved liars, and destroyed the dwelling of them that brought forth fruit. And hast cast down the walls of such as did ye no harm. Therefore is thy wrongful dealing come up unto the highest, and thy pride unto the mighty.
Right, exactly. Go ahead.
This is Micah 4, verse 3. And ye shall judge amongst many people, and rebuke strong nation. And they shall beat their sword into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift sword upon against other nations, neither shall they learn war anymore.
Right, that's gonna be in the kingdom. All right, there's not gonna be any more war. Okay, it's only gonna be peace and tranquility. But under this devil, well, you can get Revelations 20. Get Revelations 20. Okay. Matter of fact, not even Revelations 20. Get Revelations 6 and 4. All right. Go ahead. What you got?
This is 2 Ezra 15 and verse 6. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled.
Right, and then what are they doing? They're spreading their wine, which is their philosophy and their wickedness around the earth. Even part of the meeting in Davos was the alphabet thing. That was one of those meetings. So how are we going to promote more alphabet activity in the earth? That's their thing, man. They're trying to promote it in the Arab world. You see? So that's nothing but the counsel of the wicked. Okay? What's going on in Davos? That was nothing but the counsel of the wicked. What?
Psalms 37
Not
and
one of their
35.
counsels, not one of their meetings was based upon righteousness. Not one of their meetings were based upon righteousness, man. Go ahead.
Psalms 37 and 35. I have seen the wicked in great power, spreading himself like a green bay tree.
Yeah, well, that's Esau, man. What you got?
This is Revelation 6 and verse 4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon, to take peace from the earth.
So this is Esau's role. His role was not to bring peace. His role was to take peace from the world. Go ahead.
And that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword.
Right, and that great sword is what? That great sword is his weaponry. You see, the things that Esau has, these people have the robot dogs. He has a device that can go in the keyhole of your door and find the heartbeat pulse and go through your heart. They got all kinds of things. They got heart attack weapons. Okay? These devils, all they do is think about making weaponry. That's where they put most of their money, is in war. Because that's their spirit. Their spirit is not peace. Their spirit is complete war. All right? Jump in. Go ahead.
This is Genesis 4 and verse 22. And Zillah, she also bare Tubal Cain, an instructor of every artificer and brass and iron.
Right.
And the sister of Tubal Cain was Naaman.
Right. So Tubal Cain was a weapons maker. Okay? See, that's when weaponry came into the earth, was through Cain. Okay? The first murder and life. All right? Which these Edomites spiritually, they descend from Cain. Spiritually, he came in the reincarnation as Esau.
That's right.
All right? So you devils, that's it, man. Matter of fact, that was the first gangster rapper, man. He came in again, I slew a man in my anger, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever. Yeah. Just killing, man. The old school song. You know? That was Tubal Cain. All right? That's their spirit. Their spirit is to murder, man. You know? And I'm not sure who it is, but it's of their descendants. Okay? Hold on. You have something else? No, that was it. Okay, go ahead. Read that first.
Isaiah 59 and 7. Their feet run to evil, and they make haste to shed innocent blood.
Right.
Their thoughts are the thoughts of iniquity. Wasting and destruction are in their paths.
That's what Esau does. He sheds innocent blood. Okay? Go ahead.
The way of peace they know not. And there is no judgment in their goings.
Because they're not set up for peace. They're set up for war. Where?
They have made them crooked paths. Whosoever goeth therein shall not know peace.
That's it. Go ahead. Oh, golly. Whoever follows their way shall not know peace. Go ahead, bro.
Micah 2 verse 2. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hands.
Right, read that again, bro.
Woe unto them, Micah 2 verse 2. Woe unto them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hands.
Right, and that goes into Wisdom of Solomon, the 2nd chapter, when it speaks about strength. Let the strength be our strength be the law of justice. See, because they're saying basically because we have the power, we'll just do it. You know, but the Most High is going to break their teeth. Right? He's going to break their power. Right? Okay? Go ahead.
And they covered fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage.
Yeah, that's what they're doing over there in Haiti. That's what they do all over the world, man. Oh, and them Australians, I was watching a documentary on the Australians, man. I mean, them heathen don't have spirit, man. But it's just like, yo, Esau's just going in, bro. Esau's just going, and he don't give a damn, right? Especially that the heathen kind of do live like beasts, you know? So Esau's kind of like feels even more justified, you know? But he's even more of a beast. You know, that's the thing about it. You know, you just store their land and destroy them, and they're living in places. They don't even got like working. They don't even have kitchens.
The Japhites down there?
They don't even got kitchens out there in Australia. They don't even have kitchens over here, man. You know, barely have running water. You know, they all dying from particular diseases. You know, so them Edomites, them Edomites are real wicked, man. Okay, and then you should hear how the documentary how they were speaking about them. Like it was like, yeah, well, that's how they like to live. I was like, when we get Esau in slavery, bro, in the kingdom, we're gonna have so much fun torturing these Edomites, man. All right, and we're gonna do it for fun, man. Okay, because that's what they did, man.
Sure.
Scripture said that there should be no mercy for them that show no mercy. Go ahead, man.
John 8:44.
Yep.
Ye are of your father the devil,
Right?
and the lust of your father ye will do.
Yeah.
He was a murderer from the beginning.
Right, going back to what? Going back to Cain.
That's
So
right.
the same spirit that was in Cain is in these Edomites today. Because Esau was reincarnated as Cain, and that's the forefather of these so-called white people.
That's right.
All right? That's why they said what? Esau came out red. When you look at their skin, they're actually red. They're not
right.
white.
That's right.
That's why they call them rednecks, man.
That's right.
All right? No such thing as white. That doesn't exist. White people, black people, that doesn't exist. We have brown skin.
That's right.
Okay? They got reddish to big skin. There's no such thing as black and white. That in itself is psychological warfare.
That's right.
That in itself is putting a negative connotation on it. That's why we don't call ourselves black, man. Someone tells you you're black. I'm not black, man. I'm an Israelite.
That's
man.
right.
For the tribe of such and such, man.
That's right.
Okay? Go ahead.
And abide not in the truth.
Go ahead.
Job 20 and verse 11, his bones are full of the sin of his youth.
Woo.
We shall lie down with him in the dust.
Yeah. Go ahead. Because he got to be judged even going back to Cain. Listen, the Edomites, them Cainites, and the Edomites didn't get judged for what they did yet.
That's right. That's right.
Go ahead.
And abide not in the truth, because there is no truth in him.
Right, there's no truth in him. Right, this is why all they do is push forth lies.
That's right.
Okay? You try to find truth in the Edomite, it's like trying to find you know what I mean? Trying to get a dog to talk to you.
That's right, that's
English. It's not going to work. Okay? That's not what they're created to do. What you got? Go ahead, bring it up. You got something else? Okay, you got 2 Ezra 16? Real quick? Okay, go ahead, jump in.
Psalms 58 and 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb.
Right.
They go astray as soon as
Now,
they be
the
born.
wicked, there's an actual nation known as the wicked. There's a nation known as the righteous and a nation known as the wicked.
That's right. Bring it
Okay?
up.
Go ahead.
The wicked are estranged from the womb.
Malachi 1.
They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
Right, so it means it's in them. It's not that it was taught, right? Like, oh, racism has to be taught. No, it's not taught. Okay, because no one did nothing to these devils. No one did nothing to Esau. All right? It wasn't taught for Cain to murder Abel, was it? No, it was in him. It was a wicked spirit within him, man.
That's right.
It's that simple. Go ahead. We're going to get Malachi first. Go
The
ahead.
book of Malachi chapter 1 and verse 2. I have loved you, said the Lord. Yea, ye say.
Yeah, you see.
Yea, ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, said the Lord?
Right.
Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau.
Now, this is the two contrasts, right? You got Jacob in the earth and you got Esau in the earth. Okay? Jacob is the righteous and Esau is the wicked. Now you see it playing out today. Jacob is on the bottom and Esau is at the top. Give me 2 Ezra, man. The 6th chapter.
2 Ezra chapter 6 and verse.
Matter of fact, hold that. Keep going though.
And I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom said,
Now that's going into Mount Seir, the original homeland of the Edomites. Go ahead.
whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them
the border of wickedness.
So now he's saying the people against whom the Lord hath indignation. So it's not just speaking about Esau the man, it's speaking about his whole nation.
That's right, that's right.
It said against what? Them who are what? The border of wickedness, meaning everywhere they go, wickedness follows.
That's right.
Right? Like what are they trying to push right now around the planet Earth? I mentioned the Davos meeting. What they're trying to push is that whole LGB, ABC, Q. That's what they're pushing around the Earth right now. Okay? That's one of their wicked lines, all right? That's one of their philosophies. Along with other things, pollution, okay? The oppression of the peoples. These leaders are following after the elites.
That's right, that's
okay?
right.
They're taking the money, are pocketing the money, and letting their people, die off.
Yeah.
You see? And they suffer. They're following after the Edomite with that. Okay?
The border, they shall call them the border of wickedness,
Yeah.
and the people against whom the Lord has indignation forever.
Right, because when you go to prior to even the early 1900s, when you go to them so-called Chinese, they weren't wearing no suits and ties, man. They were wearing their ancient garbs. You understand what I'm saying? And there was no pollution, right? But now you go to China, that's like the most polluted, one of the most polluted places on the earth. Okay? And India too. All right? What you got? No, yeah, second Ezra.
Second Ezra chapter 6 and verse 7. Then Esdras said, what shall be the parting asunder of the time? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that follows?
So now Ezra is asking, when is going to be the end of this present rulership of the heathen, and when is the kingdom of heaven going to come where the Israelites are going to be ruled? Because that's what the kingdom of heaven is about. It's about the Israelites ruling on the planet Earth under Yahweh Shai, right? In righteousness. That's what it's all about. Go ahead.
And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him.
It all goes back to Jacob and Esau. That's what he's saying. Okay? Go ahead.
Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau, for Esau is the end of the world.
Esau is the end. He's going to be ruling at the end of the world. We're in the end of the world right now. Okay? So these elites, these Edomites, matter of fact, pull up the sign of the Rothschilds in them, man. These Edomites that are ruling right now on the planet, okay, that had them Davos meeting and all that, these guys, they know they descend from the Edomites. They know that they're Edomites.
That's right.
It's the average Edomite that doesn't know he's an Edomite. It's the average Israelite that doesn't know they're Israelites. We know we're Israelites. Okay? We understand there's a war spiritually between us and them.
So,
Go ahead.
For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
And that's why you see all these things happening now, right? But since 2020 has been nothing but this after another. We're at the end, okay? The time of evil, all right? And it's going to increase, man. There's going to be cannibalism, all right? There's going to be people looking to break in the stores to find food. Ain't going to be no food in the stores,
that's right, bring it up.
all right? Because that's all the judgment of the Lord. Right. The Lord is taking this place out. Go ahead. Give me a second.
This is Ezekiel 7 and verse 5. Thus saith the Lord power, and evil, and only evil, behold, it is come. Their end is come, their end is come, and watcheth for thee, behold, it is come.
Right, the end. We're at the end now. What you got?
This is Daniel 12 and 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people.
Yeah.
And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation,
Right.
even to that same time.
So this is going to be worse than any other time in history. That's what we're coming into. Okay? So now it seems like it's okay, it's not that bad. But trust me, it's going to get bad, man.
That's right, that's right.
Things are slowly getting worse on in different aspects of life.
That's right.
Right? Food prices, all these different things. But it's going to reach to the point where it's going to be unprecedented, man.
And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book.
Right, only the elect of the nation of Israel is going to be delivered. Right. Okay, go ahead, read
This
that.
is 2 Ezra 15 and
So the
verse
first step is being an Israelite, then the second step is being of the elect. Go ahead.
2 Ezra 15 and verse 5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
So all these things are coming, okay? Go ahead. And they're already here to some extent, but it's going to increase. Go ahead.
For wickedness had exceedingly polluted the whole earth.
Right, why? Because of the wickedness in this place, man. Okay, go ahead.
And their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore said the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves.
Right.
Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me.
Bro, this what we're standing on right now is a straight graveyard, man. Okay, you know how much innocent babies and women and children were murdered on this land right here, man? In America and South America and all that, in Australia and all that. You know how much innocent blood is on here, man? They used to tie the women up upside down, and they used to be pregnant. They used to chop out the belly, right? Chop the kid out and feed it to the dogs. This was common practice, and they were doing it for fun. Okay, it's in the autobiography of these guys, Christopher Columbus and these dummies. See, so all of that hasn't been answered for. He died in an old age. He didn't get judged yet. But guess what? I'm gonna show you something. All these people that are here are reincarnated.
That's right.
Even you, even me. We're all reincarnated here, man. Okay, so guess what? That judgment is coming now.
That's right.
All right. Give me Isaiah the 14th chapter.
Isaiah 14 and verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers.
Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, man. Because their fathers did iniquity, their children are going to pay for it.
That's right.
Okay? Because they are their fathers. That's the mystery behind it, man. Okay, go ahead.
That they do not rise,
Yep.
nor possess the land,
Yep.
nor fill the face of the world with cities.
That's it. Okay? What you got? Go ahead.
This is Numbers 14 and verse 18. The Lord is long suffering and of great mercy, forgiving iniquity and transgression, and by no means clearing the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation.
Why did it say the third and fourth generation? There's another scripture that says that the son shall not pay for the father. Go ahead.
This is Deuteronomy 24 and verse 16.
Yeah.
The fathers shall not be put to death for the children,
Yeah.
neither shall the children be put to death for the fathers.
Right.
Every man shall be put to death for his own sin.
That's it. But this right here, it said what? Read that again.
It
So
says,
you have to get the understanding of what it's saying. Go ahead.
it says, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the fourth and third generation.
Right, because that everyone comes back every third or fourth generation roughly. Okay? So that's about what, 75 years to 100 years. They come back. That's why you'll see someone that looks so similar to another person and acts the same way. That's because those people were the same people, man.
That's right.
In the reincarnation. Okay? So judgment in this time is going to judge all these people for what they've done in their past life too.
That's right.
Okay? We're coming to that time, man. All right? Go ahead.
This is the book of Job 21 and 19. God layeth up his iniquity for his children. He rewardeth him, and he shall know it.
Right, right. Oh, you got another one?
This is Daniel 12 and 13. But go thou thy way till the end
Yes.
be,
Yes.
for thou shalt rest and stand in thy lot.
What was he telling Daniel right here? He said, go thy way until the end. He said, you shall rest, meaning you're going to die. Okay? Go ahead. Go ahead.
But go thou thy way till the end be,
Yeah.
for thou shalt
No
rest
problem.
and stand in thy lot
Yeah.
at the end of the days.
At the end of the days, all right? At the end of the days, okay? So the end of the days is now, all right? So Daniel, guess what? He's back here now, okay? He came back. This is what.
This is
You want some paper? What does he want? A paper?
He wants to ask questions.
Yeah. What's the question?
We have an interview for school.
Which one?
We have an interview for school.
Okay.
About how your reason to go back.
Okay.
And we would like to ask you questions.
Well,
First question.
yeah. Well, we're not going on camera or anything like that. We're not going on camera or anything like that. You guys doing the camera thing?
Yeah.
The camera? No, we're not going on camera. No, we don't do that. If you want to ask a question, we'll ask you some questions according to the scriptures, but we're not going to go on camera or anything like that. You know what I mean? All right, bro. Take care. Go ahead.
This is Revelation 10 and 11. And he said unto me, thou must prophesy again before many peoples.
That'll make the whole class start screaming, oh my God, what is this? Turn it off. Go ahead.
He said unto me,
A lot of kids missing from that class. So
But they could edit stuff too.
This guy
Huh?
could die. Come.
Started edit. They could edit stuff too. They could edit stuff, you know.
Yeah. That's the thing. We're not here for that. You know what I mean? If they want to ask questions, we'll tell them, go to this scripture, go to that scripture.
Yeah, that's it.
I've got no problem with that. If he wants to write it down, no problem. Go ahead.
this is Revelation chapter 10 and 11. And he said unto me, thou must prophesy again before many peoples and nations, and tongues, and kings.
Go ahead. Yeah, read it again, Salak.
Revelation 10 and 11, he said unto me, thou must prophesy again before many peoples and nations and tongues and kings.
Right. So that means what? He's going to be reincarnated. Right? Everyone on the earth is reincarnated, man. Okay. So these Edomites that are here now, they're the same Edomites that had you Jakes in slavery.
That's right.
And they're going to pay for everything that they've done on the earth.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. The thing that has been is that which shall be.
That's right.
And that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun.
Yeah, keep going.
Is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new?
Including the spirits. All these spirits have been here before. Okay, go ahead.
It has been already of old time which was before us. There is no remembrance of former things, neither shall there be any remembrance of things that are to come with those that shall come after.
That's it. That's it. All right. The Lord requires that which is past. Yeah, kings.
Kings?
Quite.
Ecclesiastic 3 and 15, and it reads, that which is crooked cannot be made straight. What's that? Is it Ecclesiastes 3:15?
Okay, well, anyways.
This is 2nd Ezra 14 and verse.
Find it.
2nd Ezra 14 and verse 35. For after death shall the judgment come, and we shall live again.
Yeah.
And then shall the names of the righteous
Right,
be.
well, we shall live again. Meaning what? There's reincarnation. Okay, go ahead.
And then shall the names of the righteous be manifest, and the works of the ungodly shall be declared.
That's it. All right. Go ahead. Well, you better feet gonna be cold. You standing on the snow. Come stand out over there. You're gonna be better.
Yeah.
Stand on the dry spot of these. And on the other side there, over there is more closer, to the camera. But anyways, go ahead.
Revelation 1 and 7. Behold, he cometh with the clouds, and every eye shall see him,
Right.
and they also which pierced him,
Right.
and all kindred.
Which Pearson was 2,000 years ago. How are they going to see him? Right? Are they 2,000 years old, six in a cave somewhere? No, they're dead, but they're coming back. Okay, they're here now. All right. We don't know who they are, but they're here now. Go ahead.
And they also which pierced him, and all kindred of the earth shall wail because of him, even so, amen.
That's right. All right. Go ahead.
It's Job 19 and verse 25. For I know that my Redeemer liveth, and that he shall stand at the latter day upon the earth. And though after my skin worms destroy this body, yet in my flesh shall I see the Most High, whom I shall see for myself, and not mine eye, and mine eyes shall behold, and not another, though my reins be consumed.
My eyes shall behold and not another. So he's going to be there. Okay? This is what we're showing you. All these people have been here before. And they're coming back, man. Okay? Go ahead.
Though my reins be
And
consumed.
any Edomite that dies at this time, they're coming back into slavery. All right? Go ahead.
Though my reins be consumed
And
within
any
me.
of them, not just Esau, all the rest of these nations too. Go ahead.
Justice.
Go ahead. Keep reading. Read it again, bro.
Oh, God. Verse 27, Job 19:27, whom I shall see for myself, and mine eyes shall behold, and not another, though my reins be consumed within me.
That's it. All right? Go read that.
This is 2nd Ezra 16 and verse 14. Behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not return again, until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled, and shall not be put out, till it consume the foundation of the earth. Like as an arrow, like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer, returneth not backward. Even so the plagues shall not be. Even so shall the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. Woe is me! Woe is me! Who will deliver me in those days?
Right. So saying what? That he's going to be there. Okay?
Right.
He's going to be there when these things happen. This is speaking about the end, man. All right? So showing you that reincarnation is in the Bible, man. All right, and you Edomites are gonna pay for everything that you did in your past lives. Okay, in these times, man. When you're going into slavery, you're not going into slavery for one lifetime. You're going into slavery for multiple lifetimes. Okay, you Edomites are gonna have to pay, man, because Cain hasn't paid yet, man. All right. Is that more? Yeah, multiple life sentences. Like Esau's giving out multiple life sentences.
Yeah.
Show you how stupid the society is. It's stupid. You don't give a guy 200 years. What does this mean? I don't know. Put his son in jail? This is stupid. Go ahead. But that's the folly set in great dignity. You got something? Okay, hold on. You have something. I can read that.
Revelation 10 and 11. And he said unto me, thou must prophesy again before many people and nations and tongues and kings.
Right. Because the prophets are coming, they're going to stand in their line. You know? That's like when we're doing this now, that's because, you know, we're doing this in the past. Okay? Whether we'll be elect, that's yet to be seen, man. You know, but everyone comes into their lot, man. You know? Go ahead. Like these high government officials, they were high government officials in the ancient world. As Caesars or whatever, man.
Even the athletes.
Huh?
The athletes too.
Well, the athletes, a lot of them were actually warriors.
That's right.
Okay, hold on. Karab, you have something?
This is 1 Corinthians 14 and verse 32. And the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets.
That's right. Meaning what? We're going to come back as what we were doing before. A prophet's not going to come back. He's just a mechanic. That's it. He never learns the truth. And then you got the glasses on. He's looking. You're trying to tell him about the truth. He's like, he's looking at you all crazy. But that's Ezekiel in the ancient world. You want your car fixed? No, that's not. No, he's going to be a prophet. Go ahead.
It says, for the Most High is not the author of confusion, but of peace.
Right, that's confusion.
As in all churches of the saints.
Right. And you know what else is confusion? These people think he's going to come back as a donkey. No, that's confusion. That's stupid. All right? And then these Elamites, right? They'll have them like a bunch of animals and they'll say, oh, that's my uncle or that's my aunt or, you know, or rats or whatever. Oh, this is my aunt. This is my, you know? So these heathen need guidance, man. Okay? And we're going to have to teach them the right way, man. But
Matthew 11 and verse 9. But what went ye out for to see? A prophet? Yea, I say unto you, and more than a prophet. For this is he of whom it is written, Behold, I send my messenger before thy face, which shall prepare the way before thee.
Right. Which shall prepare, start at 1, right? Which shall prepare the way before thee. Okay, which is who? Which is John the Baptist, which is Elijah.
Verse 11, Verily I say unto you, among them that are born of woman, there hath not risen a greater than John the Baptist.
Right.
Notwithstanding, he that is least in the kingdom of heaven is greater than he.
Right, and what was he doing? He was out there prophesying in the wilderness, man. He wasn't just doing, just a fisherman. No, he was doing, he was prophesying, man. He was a prophet again. Okay? Okay, hold on. Got that? Go ahead, read that.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10 and 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them.
Right, because these heathen, they don't know the right way, man. They're lost, man. Okay, they need guidance, man. They need guidance from the sons of God, man. All right? From the spirit of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. And we're going to guide them, man. Okay? That's why, like I said, man, you got a heathen end up being a temple, and they'll have a bunch of rats, and they'll say, this is my cousin, this is my uncle, this is stupid, man. Okay? Or you'll have Moab, he just eats anything that walks. Everything is not meant to be eaten, man. The Most High didn't create everything to be eaten, man. Okay? Go ahead, real quick.
This is 1 Corinthians 15 and 38.
Some things are toxic, man. A lot of things are toxic. Anything that's not in the dietary law is toxic. Go ahead.
Verse 38, but the Most High giveth it the body as it has pleased him, and to every seed his own body. All flesh is not the same flesh, but there is one kind of flesh of man, another flesh of beasts.
Yeah, and you see, the heathen don't even understand that. Okay, that everything is not one flesh. Well, Esau doesn't understand that. So how stupid he is. you descend from a monkey. Come on, man. Just because the Most High made a monkey kind of have certain similar features, that doesn't make him a human, you dummy. Go ahead.
But there is one kind of flesh of man, another flesh of beasts, another of fishes, and another of birds.
Right. Like a hyena is not a dog. A hyena and a dog, the scriptures even says that. What communion has a hyena with it? A hyena is not a completely different animals, man. They just kind of have similar features. Let a hyena come around. First of all, it doesn't even bark, number one. Number two, let a dog try to play bark with a hyena. A hyena will drag it to the bush. All right? And all you'll see left is a paw. Just one paw. Okay? I don't care if it's a pit bull. They can't deal with a hyena. You know what I'm saying? Okay, hold on. That was it? What you got?
Luke 16, verse 24.
Yeah.
And he cried and said, Father Abraham, have mercy on me, and send Lazarus, that he may dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue, for I am in torment in this flame. But Abraham...
we're dealing with the heathen right now still, so we passed that part. What you got? Let's deal with the heathen.
Isaiah 2 and 2. And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it.
Right, they're all going to have to learn from us. Okay, they're all going to have to come to the Israelites to learn. All right? You see? Go ahead.
And many people shall go and say, Come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the Most High of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and he will walk. It's like, and we will walk in his paths.
Right. These heathen can't just do what they want to do. Like Moab's not just going to be eating. Ammon's not going to be serving raw fish. No, that's not going to exist in the kingdom.
That's right.
That's going to be done away with, man. Okay, everything is going to be according to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. All right, go ahead. How you doing, brother? How you doing? Good? Go ahead.
For out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem.
That's it. Okay? Go ahead.
Ecclesiasticus 10 and verse 1. A wise judge will instruct his people.
Right.
And the government of a prudent man is well ordered.
Right, a wise judge. We're going to instruct the people correctly. All right? Not to destroy them. Really, it's going to be for their benefit. Okay, go ahead.
As the judge...
Like when you're dealing with your woman, right? You're telling her things for her benefit. Right. You're not telling her things to destroy her, right? See, don't wear that. We're doing this to help, to really try to help, protect her. Right. So the first step of protection is you have to listen. Right. If they don't listen, to hell with them. They're not going to get it. That's why you can't deal with the end of it. Go get you an Asian woman, man. Yeah. Go do yourself a favor, man. Okay? Because they don't fucking listen. It's cultural, man. It's cultural toxicity, man. Okay? But the reason we're telling them a certain thing is to help them. It's to really to benefit them. Okay? To protect the relationship, man. Go ahead, man.
As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers.
Yeah.
And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein.
Yeah, man, this chick told me the other day, man. What did she say? She said some shit, man. I never need no man. I said, yo, shut up, man. And I said, what I said? I said, well, yo, Chuck, when the prices, the spirit of the guy, when the prices go up, and all hell starts to break loose, you gonna need the big mans. And I said, I pointed at me, you gonna need the big mans, all right? She's kind of silent. It was funny, man. But anyways, go ahead.
As the judge...
Me. Like the apostles.
Yeah.
Gonna need the big mans. That prophecy might very well come true. Go ahead.
As the judge of the people...
No, it will come true. But I'm speaking about you might see the big mans and say, oh, you know what I mean? You were right.
Take away my reproach.
Go ahead, man.
As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers.
Yeah.
And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein.
That's it, right? This is why these people are destroyed and messed up and dumbified, all right? They look like zombies. Because why? Because of the rulers, man. They have them in a dumb state.
Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 9. Unto you, therefore, O kings, do I speak.
Oh, disorder. Because these elites are about disorder. They're not about order, the order Yahweh Shem Yahushua. They believe in Satanism. Well, what's Satanism for? Do what thou wilt, man. Do whatever you want, no order, no rules. Be as wicked as you want, right?
They believe in population control.
Yeah.
It's opposite.
Yeah, all of that. Right. Everything opposite of the Heavenly Father. Go ahead, bro.
Unto you, therefore, O kings, do I speak, that you may learn wisdom, and not fall away. For they that keep holiness holy shall be judged holy, and they that have learned such things shall find what to answer. Verse 20, therefore the desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom. If your delight is be then in thrones and scepters, O ye king of the people, honor wisdom, that ye may reign forevermore.
Right. And that's a message to the Israelites. No, go ahead.
Verse 24, but the multitude of the wise is the welfare of the world, and the wise king is the upholding of the people. Receive therefore instruction through my words, and it shall do you good.
That's it. All right? Go ahead.
Deuteronomy 4 verse 5, behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments,
Right.
even as the Lord my power commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither you go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations.
That's it. What's our understanding? This truth. Okay? The law, statutes, and commandments, rather. Right? Which is part of the truth. Okay? Go ahead.
Which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
Right. When they see the earth change based upon us implementing these laws, statutes, and commandments, they're going to know. Okay? When they feel the vibration. Right? There's going to be a vibration of happiness and tranquility when we're in rulership.
Right.
See, under this devil, it's nothing but pain and sorrow and distress for these people, man. Okay? And they're looking to give them more distress, more problems. Okay? What do you think this whole CBDC is about? It's not about helping people. Okay? Go ahead.
For what nation is there so great, who had the Most High so nigh unto them? As the Lord Yahweh, our power is in all things that we call upon him for.
That's right.
And what nation is there so great that has statutes and judgments, so righteous as all this law,
Yeah.
which I set before you this day?
Right. That's it.
If I may add too,
Go ahead.
like the Queen of Sheba, she was mesmerized by King Solomon. That's the same with the nations, we're in rulership.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be mesmerized on a even higher level than that.
And
Oh, yeah,
scared.
but I know what you mean. The point is
Scared.
Huh?
And scared.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be scared because they're in power, right? But I mean, it's just gonna be they're gonna be in awe as well, man. When they see how the kingdom of heaven looks, and the earth is replenished and powered, they're gonna know, man. You know? And the Most High is giving Esau so much power just to build his pride up, man. You see, you thought Pharaoh was proud. Oh man, bro, I just seen a video, which I didn't even get to click on it, but he was controlling the lightning.
Yeah, I
he had
seen
a
the
laser.
laser.
What?
Man,
Yeah, he was directing the lightning.
crazy.
So that shows you they have the weather manipulation down to a T. You see what I'm saying? But the Most High gave them that so they could feel like they're the Most High.
That's right.
And the Most High is gonna crush them.
That's right.
Okay? The most magnificent fact. Go ahead, bro.
This is Jeremiah 50 and verse 31. Behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud, saith the Lord power of hosts. For that day
And
is
the Most
come.
High is feeding his pride too. He's feeding it. Okay. Go ahead, bro.
It says, behold, I am
It's
against
to the
thee.
point Esau said, listen, we are God. We don't need no God. That's what how sick of a people, man. Right? Even Nebuchadnezzar, he said, nah, bro, there's no other power that can do what the God of Israel can do. Even he had to bow down. Even he had to give reverence. You see what I'm saying to you? And Esau's he's proud over the demons that direction. You know? Don't make me have to close the portal, you know? Don't make me shut off the portal, you know? His hand is by the button. You got curse the same curse. Right. That's a good point. Right. Go ahead.
Real quick, this is Psalm 14 and 1. The fool hath said in his heart, there is no God.
Yeah.
They are corrupt. They have done abominable works.
Yeah.
There is none that doeth good.
Right. There's none that do it good, man. Okay? And that's why they're not looking to do good or righteous. They're looking to do pure wickedness on this earth. Right?
This is 2 Esdras 11, and verse 43. Therefore is thy wrongful dealing come up to the highest,
Yeah.
and thy pride unto the mighty.
Right.
The highest also hath looked upon the proud times, and behold, they are ended, and his abominations are fulfilled.
Proud times, right? We're in the proud times now. Okay? All this stuff, men trying to be lovers of themselves. Okay, all this damn social media. Which I hate social media. And this is just part of this world, man. No? Right?
This is Proverbs 16 and 18. Pride goeth before destruction,
Right.
and a haughty spirit before a fall.
That's it. See that?
Romans 9 and 17. For the scripture said unto Pharaoh, even for the same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might shew my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth.
That's it. So that's why he's raising up this Edomite and building him up to such a level so that he can take him down, man. Alright? Go ahead.
Jeremiah 16,
Oh, I see.
16 and 14. Therefore, behold, the days come, said the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from the lands whither he has driven them. And I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers.
Well, that's it. Okay, he's going to this deliverance is going to be great, you know. And Esau with all this technology, there's nothing he's going to be able to do. Okay, all this technology he has, man. What?
This is Isaiah 31 and 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because there are many, and in the horsemen, because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. Yet he also is wise, and will bring evil, and will not call back his words. Will arise against the house of the evildoers, and against the help of them that work iniquity. Now the Egyptians are men, and not God, not power, and their horses flesh, and not spirit. When the Lord shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is hoping shall fall down.
Right, so his technology is not going to help him, man. Alright? The Lord's going to take him down with that spiritual power. Right, alright? Go ahead.
And he that is hoping shall fall down, and they shall all fail together.
That's it. Alright? Go ahead.
Luke chapter 10 and verse 18, and he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven.
Right, now Satan, this is really speaking about, starting with his the physical counterpart, which is Esau and Edom. Okay, because those are the people of Satan, man. Alright? The ones that rule this earth, man. So-called white people, man. Alright? Amalekites and shit. Small hat, man. Those are the people of Satan. That's why they're doing what they're doing in the earth. Okay, go ahead. That's it on it. That's enough? Yeah, go ahead.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 12, and verse 7. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels.
Right, so there's going to be an actual war between Esau, Edom, and Yahweh Shai. Okay? You see? And it's going to go one realm against another. Okay? You see what I'm saying? There's going to be an actual war in heaven, man. He's going to actually try to fight against the King of Kings when he comes in his power and his glory. Because he understands that when he comes, he's coming to take them out of power. You see, which he doesn't want that. All right? Obviously. Okay, so he's going to try to fight, but he's going to lose. Keep going.
And the dragon was, verse 8, and prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven.
Right, meaning in rulership. He's going to be taken out of rulership. Go ahead.
And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world.
Right.
He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him.
That's it. Okay, so he's going to be taken out. And when it speaks about the power Yahweh Shai is coming with, give me that second. All right? There's more? You got something else? Real quick. Which one? 13? Yeah, come on.
It's the book of 2 Ezra.
You want, what do you got? Yeah. Okay. We're going to read that right after. Go ahead.
This is 2 Ezra chapter 13 and verse 2. And lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the waves thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that men waxed strong, with the thousands of heaven.
That's Yahweh Shai, okay? The one who they ignorantly call Jesus Christ, okay? Which is a so-called black man. Go ahead.
And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him.
Right.
And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, and they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it feeleth the fire. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men, out of number, from the four winds of the heaven, to subdue the man that came out of the sea. But I beheld, and
Right,
lo,
so that's them armies. That's those different armies. They're going to turn and try to fight against the Lord. Okay? The ones that were gathered in the valley of Jehoshaphat. Okay, go ahead.
but I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain, and flew upon it. But I would have seen the region or place whereout the hill was graven, and I could not. And after this I beheld.
Now, what does that mountain really represent? Huh?
The main
Well,
chariot.
Not really. Okay? What does it really represent? What does that mean? America? Huh? Well, it represents New Jerusalem, right? If you want to say it straight, it represents New Jerusalem. Okay? It tells you that. Anyways, go ahead.
It says here, verse 6, but I beheld, and lo, verse 7, it's like, but I would have seen the region or place whereout the hill was graven, and I could not. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid.
That's right.
And yet durst fight.
Right, they're going to be super afraid, but they're going to still fight. They're still going to turn around and use their guns and their missile system and all these different things, man. Go ahead.
Verse 9, and lo,
The fighter jets, rather, okay? Things like that, not missile system, but fighter jets, like small missiles, okay? Go ahead.
and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth, as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which were prepared to fight.
Right, so all those armies are going to get hit with that blast. Whoever's there in that vicinity is going to get hit with that blast, man. And we don't know if that was 100,000 people, or we don't know if that was 1 million people, because it's a world war, right? Okay, go ahead.
And burned them up every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke.
Right, so in one instant, all those people are going to turn to dust from our Lord Yahweh Shai, man.
That's right.
Okay,
That's right.
so guess what? Esau, there's no technology Esau has to deal with Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? What? That's why the scripture said, why did the heathen rage, man? Go ahead.
When I saw this, I was afraid. Go ahead, bro.
Okay, Habakkuk 3:4 NIV. His splendor was like the sunrise, rays flash from his hand, where his power was hidden.
That's it, man. Just like the Dragon Ball Z that we always mention, man. Okay, them powder, they're gonna see that light come from his hand, man. That power, man. Okay.
Exodus 15:3. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord is his name. Pharaoh's chariots and his hosts had he cast into the sea. His chosen captains
130.
also are drowned in the Red Sea.
28.
The depth have covered them. They sank into the bottom as a stone. Thy right hand, O Lord, is become glorious in power. Thy right hand, O Lord, had dashed in pieces the enemy.
Right, which is Yahweh Shai. That's his right hand. Okay, that's coming to take out our enemies, man. Go ahead.
In the greatness of thy excellency, thou hast overthrown them that rose up against thee. Thou sendest forth thy wrath, which consumed them as double. Verse 11, who is like unto thee, O Lord, among the powers? Who is like thee, glorious in holiness, fearful in praise, doing wonders? Thou stretchest out thy right hand, and the earth swallowed them. Verse 14, the people shall hear and be afraid. Sorrow shall take hold of the inhabitants of Palestina. Then the dukes of Edom shall be amazed, and the mighty men of Moab, trembling, shall take hold upon them, and the inhabitants of Canaan shall melt away.
That's it. That's it. All these nations, man, they're gonna see it, man. They're gonna tremble. They're gonna be in fear, man. Okay. But what are we gonna do with these nations? We're gonna put them in captivity.
That's right.
So they know when Yahweh Shai comes, that's it. That's why they're gonna fight like hell, man, because they know what's getting ready to come. Matter of fact, get me Psalms 149. All right, go ahead.
Fear and dread shall fall upon them. By the greatness of thine arm, they shall be as still as a stone,
Right.
till thy people pass over, O Lord, till the people pass over, which thou hast purchased.
Right.
Verse 18, the Lord shall reign forever and ever.
That's it.
That's
That's
right.
it. Go ahead, bro.
This is Micah 7 and verse 16. The nations shall see and be confounded at all their might.
Yeah.
They shall lay their hand upon their mouth. Their ears shall be deaf.
That's right.
They shall lick the dust like a serpent. They shall move out of their holes like worms of the earth.
That's right.
They shall be afraid of the Lord our power,
Yes.
and shall fear because of thee.
That's it. That's it. Right? They're gonna fear. Right? When Yahweh Shai comes in his power, man. Okay? They're gonna know it's not for their turn. It's gonna know. They're gonna know. What you got?
Book of Psalms chapter 149 and verse 5. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praise of the Most High be in their mouth and a two-edged sword in their hands, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron.
That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take the elites of the society. We're gonna grab them up, put them in chains. Man. They're gonna be the first crop of slaves. Then we're gonna get the regular Edomites and the other nations. Okay, go ahead.
Execute upon them the judgment written.
Yep.
This honor hath all his saints. Praise ye Yahweh wa Yahweh Shai.
Right. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 24 and verse.
Well, you gotta bind the strong man first. You know, bind those who are in power first, and then you'll get you'll overtake the house, man. You know? Listen, when you smite the shepherd, that's when the sheep are gonna get on this like ropes. They're not, you know what I mean? When they see those elites in chains. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 24 and verse 21. And it shall come to pass that in that day that the Lord shall punish the hosts of the high ones that are on high, and the kings of the earth upon the earth. And they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit, and shall be shut up in the prison, and after many days shall they be visited.
That's right. After many days, man.
That's right.
Okay, so we doesn't say we're gonna give them snacks.
No snack.
No, we're gonna go. Right, we're just gonna throw them in the pit. They said we're gonna come and get them when we come and get them. All right. Go ahead. I guarantee they're gonna be fasting. I guarantee. Go ahead.
Isaiah 60 and 14, the sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come binding unto thee.
Come bending.
Shall come bending unto thee. And now that they despise thee, shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet.
That's right. That's right. So meaning what? We're gonna be in power over them, man. Which apostle always means that's the true meaning of blessing. Is to have people bow down to you, right? Okay, they're gonna bow down, man. Go ahead.
And they shall call thee the city of the Lord, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel.
Right.
Whereas thou hast been forsaken and hated, so that no man went through thee, I will make thee an eternal excellency
Right.
and a joy of many generations.
Right. The Lord's gonna make us an eternal excellency, man. And Esau's whole thing was to what? To cast us down from our excellency. To make sure, to bring us to the lower space. Okay, that's why he set up this, the rap music and all this shit. The way he set it up, man. To bring Jake on the lowest thing, man. You know? Well, you got something, Corrupt? I got what?
Romans 2, verse 6. No, verse 7. Verse 6. Who will render to every man according to his deeds? To them who by patience, continuance, and well-doing seek for glory and honor and immortality, eternal life. But unto them that are continuous and do not obey the truth, but obey unrighteousness, indignation and wrath, tribulation and anguish upon every soul of man that doeth evil, of the Jew first, and also to the Gentile.
That's it, meaning what? Israelites, right? You got Israelites that know they're Israelites, that were Jewish in the custom, and you have other Israelites that didn't know that they're Israelites, right? that are just gonna basically, a lot of people are just gonna find out, you know, when that time comes. See? You know, when he's coming to separate, you know, and see who's with him and who's not. You know, some people are gonna listen, you're an Israelite, such and such, because some of them are not gonna even look like Israelites. A lot of them. Okay?
Yes.
What? Salaki, who was that? What?
This is 2nd Ezra 13 and verse 12. And afterward I saw the same man
That's
come.
why it says a stranger shall join himself to Jacob, man. Speaking about the Israelites, the Israelite foreigners, man. What?
Afterward I saw the same man come down from the mountain, and called unto him another peaceable multitude. And there came much people unto him, whereof some were glad, some were sorry, and some of them were bound.
We're bound. We're in captivity, man. All right. So the ones that are going to be bound are going to be the heathen nations. They started with these Edomites, man. Okay. The elites, you know. Go ahead.
And other some brought of them that were offered. Then was I sick through great fear, and I awakened and said.
He said, okay. He said what? You know what I'm saying? You have to end it on it. Oh, let me see. Yeah. But that's the comment. In the next episode. Thou hast shewed thy servant these wonders. Yeah, we're finished up. But really, we get it finished up. You can't just stop at that. That makes sense. Right.
Then was I
Some
sick.
people are on the camera like, it's sad. Now you just skip to the next reset.
Then was I sick through great fear, and I awakened and said, Thou hast showed thy servant.
Right. Right. Hold on, this thing
Then was
The brother said $5.99 for the other part. Go ahead, man. That's what I know. You know, it just cuts off, you know. That's the commercial comes on. Go ahead.
Then was I sick through great fear, and I awakened and said, Thou hast showed thy servant these wonders from the beginning, and hast counted me worthy that thou shouldest receive my prayer.
Right.
Show me now what the interpretation of this dream.
Right. So that's it. So in other words, he showed him all these different things. Okay? And one of the things he saw that the people were bound, man. Okay, and some of them were sorrowful, which a lot of Israelites are going to be sorrowful too. Right? Because what? They knew that they forsook the Lord. See? Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 49. I'm going to start off
Which
verse.
anyone that's not right is not going to be, which that doesn't necessarily have to be the Israelites either, because anyone who's not right is not going to make it anyway. All right? They're going to have to come back to the kingdom. To anyone that's really not right. They're not going to go into the kingdom. So, go ahead, Salaki. Go ahead.
This is Zechariah 13 and verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and I will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried.
Yep.
They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. And I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my power.
Right, they shall say the Lord is my power. You know, that's what they're going to say. They're going to profess that. You know, go ahead. That's it. That's it. What?
This is Isaiah 49, verse 22. Thus said the Lord power, behold, I will lift up mine hand to the Gentiles, and set up my standard to the people. And they shall bring thy sons in their arms, and thy daughters shall be carried upon their shoulders.
Right,
And
our children, they're going to grab it. The servants are going to grab, which are these other nations, they're going to be holding our children, you know what I'm saying? Basically taking care of our children, you know? Go ahead.
And kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens, thy nursing mothers. They shall bow down to thee with their face towards the earth, and lick up the dust of thy feet. And thou shalt know that I am the Lord, For they shall not be ashamed that wait for me.
That's it. All right, they're gonna know, man. Okay, they're gonna get it, man. All right, they're gonna learn their place, man. All right, go ahead.
Isaiah 60 and 16. Thou shalt also suck the milk of the Gentiles, and thou shalt suck the breast of the kings.
Meaning what? They're gonna basically give us whatever we need. That's what it means. All right. If we need, you know, they're gonna give us gold, silver, whatever. You know, frankincense. You know, cinnamon. You know, all these things they're just gonna give it to us. That's what it means. All right. That was the same thing as when you read Isaiah 32. It speaks about the teats thereof. That goes into what? The nipple, right? Meaning nurtured. It's like a baby with the mother's milk, right? They're nurtured by the mother's milk. They don't have to work for free. You see? It's going to be the same thing for the Israelites in that time, right? Go ahead.
And thou shalt know that I am the Lord, thy Savior, and thy Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob. For brass I will bring gold, and for iron I will bring silver, and for wood brass, and for stone iron. I will also make thy officers peace, and thy exactors
Anyone who's
righteous.
wearing a mask in 2023 is kidding. I don't know what else to tell you, bro. Go ahead.
Violence shall no more be heard in thy land,
Might not be of your leg. Go ahead.
wasting nor destruction within thy borders, but thou shalt call thy walls salvation, and thy gates praise.
Right. And thy gates praise, man. Okay, because it's gonna. That's what we're gonna have. You know, it's praise and glory, man. You see, forevermore. So, you know, amongst all the other nations, man. All right. And there's nothing that they're gonna be able to do against Jacob, man, because the Most High is gonna be amongst us, man. All right. Go ahead, man. The lap tries to still they got their head stuck up their ass. I was watching this back. Ricardo Ignacio, man, he goes in. You know, he goes in, man. He speaks about, you know, the colorism amongst them. Listen, because he's actually thinking. But he's thinking about shit that Judah been saying. Judah been conscious. You know? The black tribes, they're still lost. They're, oh, there's colorism in Black America. What? Like, they're still lost. You know, but the Judah, right? Judah, Benjamin, Levi, we've been knew that, man. We've been up on game with the devil, man, and how Esau operates. Even as a child, I knew, like, when I was 12 years old, I knew certain things, like, about Esau, you know? You know what I'm saying? In the media and things, I understood the media was towards Esau, and, you know, he's Edom. You know, I understood certain things, but a lot of tribes, like the most I had them sleeping for a long time, man. And they're just, some of them are just starting to wake up just a bit. But like I said, there has to be another great awakening. There has to be. Go ahead. Go ahead.
This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 12 and 7. The Lord also shall save the tents of Judah first,
Right.
that the glory of the house of David and the glory of the inhabitants of Jerusalem do not magnify themselves against Judah.
Yeah, Judah had to be delivered first, man. Judah had to understand these things first. Okay, because that's the head tribe. Okay. But it's like, it's amazing. Like, you look at it, it's like, wow. You know, and a lot of tribes went through the same thing. You know, even the chattel slavery and all that, they went through that too. It shows you that in the movie Wakanda Forever, man. It shows you that they were getting beat. They went through the same exact thing. But they don't even know this history. They don't know that. Okay? They don't even know why they speak Spanish. Go ahead.
The book of Jeremiah.
They think that you were on an island speaking Spanish, and then they came. No, they beat that into you. Go ahead, man.
Jeremiah 50 and verse 33. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children
And a
of...
lot of times when you speak about Esau, Edom, they'll say, you know what they'll say? They'll say, oh yeah, well, you know, we got Edom, we got white blood in us. What does that mean?
Yeah.
What the hell does that? I never heard Jake say that. Clearly, we're different people. There's no way you could say that we're the same spiritual, you know, culturally. We have a totally different vibration.
That's right.
That's obvious. Go ahead, man.
Jeremiah 50 and 33. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together.
Right.
And all that took them captives held them fast.
And when did that begin? That began in about 350 years ago. 370 years ago. Right, going back to the transatlantic slave trade. Right? That's when Judah came over on this side of the river. Okay? Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. All right, all three of the tribes. Okay? Go ahead.
all that took them captives.
Moab and Ammon, man. I don't even know what's going on. Like, Moab and Ammon is a weird nation, man. They don't know what's going on in life. They're just giggling all the time. Yeah. No matter what you're talking about, they're just giggling. It's like when you go over there, they see a Jake. They're taking pictures. It's like, bro, like, come on, you serious? It's like I don't see a lot of Japhites, you know. But if I see a Japhite, I'm not gonna go take a picture. Japhite, they kind of look weird. They got like orange hair. They have an afro. They have all kind of different weird looks, you know. They have blonde hair and afros, and it's like weird, right? I'm not gonna take a picture with a Japhite. Look a Japhite. Come on, bro. These Moabites, man. I don't know, man. Weird. They're gonna be on the low end of the totem pole, man. Go ahead, man. This is and all that. Anyways, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
And all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I hate more of, man. Okay? Go ahead.
Their Redeemer is strong. The Lord of hosts is his name. He shall thoroughly plead their cause, that he may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon.
That's it. That's it. Go ahead, bro.
Deuteronomy 28 and 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
That's it, man. That's the Edomite, man. Okay? All right? Yo, brother, bring them together. Bring them together. Bring them together. Okay? Go ahead.
This is John 10 and verse 16. And other sheep I have, which are not of this fold. Them also must I bring, and they shall hear my voice, and there shall be and there shall be one fold and one shepherd.
Okay, and one shepherd is Yahweh Shai, man. All right? And that's when the earth is going to be brought back in order, man. Because this order is vexing in the spirit. When you know how it's supposed to be, you get all this disrespect, you get fucking mad, man. You get mad, man. All right? Because you know how it's really supposed to be. You know what position you're supposed to be in, man. You know? It's really vexing to the spirit, man. You know? Go ahead.
This is Ecclesiastes 1 and 18. It says, for much wisdom is much grief.
Yes.
And he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow.
Right. There's another one I was thinking about, though. I was wondering if you're going to get that. It's going to get it.
This is
Okay.
Ecclesiastes 8 and verse, like Ecclesiastes 10 and verse 5. There is an evil which I have seen under the sun.
Yeah, it's evil. It's evil. Go ahead, man.
As an heir
Yeah.
which proceedeth from the ruler.
Yeah.
Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place.
But yeah, that's good though. That's good though.
Folly is set in
Go ahead.
folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place.
Right.
I have seen servants upon horses, and princes walking as servants upon the earth.
That's it, man. And we're the princes walking as servants upon the earth, man. Know how it's supposed to be. Okay? All right? You know what I'm saying? You get vexed in the spirit. You know, the disrespect, constant disrespect. You go to play, okay, boys. Huh? You get food served. Okay, boys. You know, boys, man. What are you talking about, man? This is how this earth is, man. Go ahead, man. What you got?
This is Proverbs 30 and verse 21. For three things the earth is disquieted, and for four which it cannot bear.
Right.
For a servant, when he reigneth,
You're walking, and a child, like an 8-year-old, and you walking in the way, and they ain't even moving out the way. They're looking for you to walk. This is the money. This is crazy. This is a sick place, bro. You know? No kind of respect for nothing, no order, no nothing in this place, man. A place for a void without order.
Yeah.
Anyways, go ahead, keep going. Read that again, bro.
this is Proverbs 30 and verse 21. For three things the earth is disquieted.
Right, which means what? It's not at peace. There's no peace in this order, man. Disquiet means there's no peace. Peace means quietness. Okay? Go ahead.
And for four which it cannot bear. For a servant when he reigneth, and a fool when he is filled with meat.
Right. That's it. Okay. Go ahead, bro.
This is the book of Job, chapter 30, and verse 9. And now am I their song, yea, I am their byword.
Right. Knowing that what? We're over this. Okay? Go ahead, man.
They abhor me, they flee far from me, and spare not to spit in my
Matter of fact,
face.
go up 2 verses.
All right, this is the book of Job, chapter 30, and verse 8. They were children of fools, yea, children of base men. They were viler than the earth.
Right.
And now am I their song, yea, I am their byword.
Right.
They abhor me, they flee far from me, and spare not to spit in my face.
Right. The spirit not to spit. Right. Because they're power. Right. Or we're over them in the spirit. See what I'm saying? And there was no foul play between Esau and Jacob, man. You Edomites, the birthright was never for you. It was already said that the older shall serve the elder shall serve the younger. That was already said from the beginning. Okay, so Isaac was not even supposed to give you that blessing anyway. That was never for you. Because what was that blessing entail? That would entail that Jacob would be a servant. Didn't he say that I have made thy brother thy Lord? So that's confusion. That's why the Most High made it play out the way it played out. Man. What? Jumping more? Jumping real quick? Got something else? What?
This is Lamentations 2 and 15. All that pass by clap their hands at thee. They hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem, saying, is this the city that man called the perfection of beauty,
Right.
the joy of the whole earth?
Yep.
All thine enemies have opened their mouth against thee. They hiss and gnash the teeth. They say, we have swallowed her up. Certainly, this is the day that we look for. We have found, we have seen her.
That's it. You want to jump in, you said?
Okay.
What?
This is Romans 9 and verse 11. It says, for the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of the Most High, according to election, might stand, not of works, but of them that call it.
That's it. All right? So it's all about the election, man. The Lord chose us to be over these nations, man. Simple as that. Go ahead and point Quran.
This is Matthew 25 verse 31. And when the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory, and before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divided his sheep from goats.
That's it. Yeah, he's gonna separate everyone that's with him and everyone that's not with him. Right? Did they say he's gonna bring them to the wilderness and plead with them? What?
Verse 33. And he shall set the sheep on his right hand, but the goats on his left. Then all the kings says unto them on his right hand, come ye, blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. For I was an hungered, and ye gave me meat.
Yep.
I was thirsty, and ye gave me drink. I was a stranger, and ye took me in.
Yeah, keep going.
I was naked, and ye clothed me. I was sick, and ye visited me. I was in prison, and ye came unto me.
Yep.
Then shall the righteous answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee hunger
Yeah.
and fed thee, or thirsty and gave thee drink?
Yeah.
When saw we thee a stranger and took thee in, or naked and clothed thee? Or when saw we thee sick and in prison and came unto thee?
Yeah, so when do we do that for you? That's what they're asking. When do we do that? Go ahead.
And the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, and as much as ye have done unto one of the least of these of my brethren, ye have done it unto me.
That's it. All right. So that's what we're gonna say. Is you do it for one of the brethren, it's like you're doing it unto Yahushua. That's the point. And those are going to be the ones that are going to be delivered ultimately anyway. Okay, so let's deal with, let's get the last scriptures. What you got?
I got Romans in the 9 and 21. Hath not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor?
Right, so we're the vessel unto honor, and these Edomites are the vessel unto dishonor. Now, you got something about?
Revelation 11 and 9. And they of the people and kindreds and tongues of the nations, and nations, shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, and shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves. And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them, and make merry, and shall send gifts one to another,
right.
because these two prophets tormented them that dwell on the earth. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from the Most High entered unto them, and they stood upon their feet. A great fear fell
That's
upon them.
happening now, right? That's happening now, right? The spirit of life means what to understand.
That's right. That's right.
And a great fear fell upon them which saw them. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, Come up hither. And they ascended up to heavens in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them.
That's it. So right. So everyone's gonna see that. It's gonna be in front of their face.
That's right.
You know? Go ahead.
That's over.
Funny, because back in the day there was a particular dude when I first came into the understood listening to the truth. You know, you want to tell everyone, right? Particularly Jake, but he looked like an Edomite. He said, I already knew he was Jake anyway. But they told me, my pops are light skinned, so-called Batman over there. Obvious, man. You gotta be there, every one of us for sure, right? So I would go into it with the truth. Gonna come with me to the library, you know? This was years ago, bro. Like over 10 years ago. And then I came to the library, right? I was looking up certain things. I was telling them, yo, listen, soon you're gonna see the chariots in the sky. You're gonna see them so the lights and UFOs in the sky, right? And then the next day, there was like the next day, there was like these particular lights. Like, you see the lights that go like that?
Yeah.
There's like a bunch of them at one time. He said, yo, they're here. He said, yo, they're here. Everything that you thought about it. Like, he called me to meet up with him, yo. I said, nah, bro, those are just the lights from downtown. He thought that was it. He thought it was over, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? He's like, they're here. So I'm like, nah, that's not it yet. But they're gonna see it like that.
That's right.
Right? They're gonna see all them chariots in the sky.
Right, they
bro.
will.
Okay, and they're gonna start thinking like, what is this about? You know? And the ones that have been listening, they're gonna know that what we've been telling them is true. Okay? So anyways, let's get the last one. You got something else, bro?
This is the book of Luke, chapter 21, and verse 25. And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity, the seas and the waves roaring, men's heart failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken.
For the powers of heaven shall be shaken.
Almost.
And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in the cloud with power and great glory. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption joy.
Right, like I said, we're always looking at the sky now, but when that time comes, man, when we check on with it, it gets to that point, we're gonna be outside, bro. Be outside looking in the sky, looking for a chariot. You know what I mean? Be beamed up, man. These people are gonna be scared, running to the lowest grounds. Oh, this is gonna come, right? I'm gonna be outside. Okay?
Catch me outside.
Right. Oh, yeah. That's wicked, man.
That's wicked.
Wisdom of Solomon 5 verse 2. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of the salvation.
That's right.
So far beyond all that they looked for.
Yeah, it's gonna be so far out, man. You see brothers being beamed up and you know, ascending up in the sky, right next to them. Well, their minds are gonna be blown, right? You know what I'm saying? Something else?
This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 1 and verse 7. And to you who are troubled, rest with us when the Lord Yahweh Shai shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels in flaming fire, taking vengeance on them that know not the Most High, and that obey not the gospel of our Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach, who shall be punished with everlasting destruction from the presence of the Lord and from the glory of his power, when he shall come to be glorified in his saints and to be admired in all them that believe.
Right.
Because our testimony among you was believed in that day.
That's right.
And any of you that take that see him, you're done. There's no coming back from that. You take the MOTB, you're going to be a part of that number that gets destroyed. Go ahead.
Ezekiel 33, verse 33. And when this cometh to pass, and lo, he will come, then they shall know that the prophet hath been among them.
Right. Go ahead. Well, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it, right? They shall know a prophet has been among them. Okay, because when they see these things, that's when they're going to know, including the seeing. Right? When they see that, they're going to know who the true men of the Lord are. And these other camp leaders, they're nervous now because they're seeing it coming. And then you have Nate mentioning it now, saying, I mean, you know, Esau, you know, they might come with a chip. But wait a minute, you said that's ridiculous. You said that had nothing to do with babies. You see this stupid and zombies all crazy. Oh my God, crazy. APTT, you know? Get out of here, man. It's ridiculous, man. All right? And oh, he looks so good, Bishop. Right? Yeah. No scriptures, just praising this guy. And he's just eating it all up, man. Eating it all up. Aren't you tired of being flattered, man? Aren't you tired of the flattery? You know? And these guys don't do no research. They don't study anything, man. Oh, it doesn't mean cut or incision. Yeah, it does mean cut or incision. Matter of fact, I looked up in Biblehood, one of the definitions is an identification to tie you to a particular entity. Right? What entity is that going to tie you to? To the government, to these Edomites. Go ahead, bro.
Habakkuk 1 and 5. Behold ye among the heathen, and regard and wonder marvelously. For I will work a work in your days, which ye will not believe, though it be told you.
Right. Well, there's going to be a lot of marvelous works coming in this time. Now. Okay, we're in the time of miracles coming, the time of, you know, brothers bumping into angels. We might see that, you know, some of us might see that saying some of the things we saw here. You know, come with me, you know?
The shorts.
Yeah, with shorts in the winter. Come with me, God. All that shit.
Terminator, come with me if you want to live.
Right. You see what I'm saying? So we're coming to that time. Go ahead.
Ecclesiasticus 36 and verse 6. Show new signs and make other strange wonders.
Right.
Glorify thy hand and thy right arm, that they may set forth thy wondrous works.
That's it. The right hand represents who? Yahweh Shai.
Right.
Okay, go ahead.
Raise up indignation and pour out wrath. Take away the adversary and destroy the enemy.
That's it. All right. So with that, we'll close up and we'll give all praise and glory and honor
To Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, HaKodash.
Come on to the apostles and elders of great millstone salutations. Much love and respect to you, Akim, out there pushing this word out with sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom.
Shemai.
Shemai.
Yahweh.
Yahweh. Elohim. Yahweh.
Shemai.
Shemai.
Yahweh.
Elohim. Yahweh.
Shemai.
Shemai. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Soon.